I yelled back at her and said, "No, I am not your surrogate. It's not my fault. You can't carry child." Wow. And your husband lied about being single. All right, it's a random question, right? I saw this. This question is based on something I saw on IG, right? So, if any one of your friends comes to you and tells you they're gonna get two extra jobs to pay for their boyfriend's child support because because they don't want the boyfriend to go to jail, what are you gonna tell them?
Okay, what is he doing? That's my first question. What is he doing? Why is it that he can't make,
His child support?
yeah, what is he doing?
I don't
Is it
know.
that
I don't know.
the amount is ridiculous? Is it that because they don't set a ridiculous amount unless it's the your child support is based on your salary and how much you could meet, right?
Right.
So is it that he lost his job? Is it that he end up having more children? I don't understand. I'm trying to figure out why it is that he can't make the um the amount. No,
I want to know.
I think I
Does
am
she
not
have
going to.
kids?
The thing about this, I would not. I kind of baffled by the whole situation. However, I feel as though I wouldn't have want to get two extra jobs because that's ridiculous. Because where would there be time for myself?
You
Um,
leave in time for him to have
however,
somebody else too? Because what?
however, if he can't make a month or two, I would pay. I would pay if it is a month or two. But they have to have a legitimate reason for why you cannot meet. It cannot be just, well, you're not working or you're not doing anything or you just simply not paying and I just want to keep you out of jail. Because if that's the reason,
Are you crazy?
then you need to get out of that situation because, ooh, imagine having a child for him. Yeah, but
Girl,
I think I would pay if you have a legitimate reason. I would pay. But I'm not gonna get two extra jobs to help you pay. That's madness. No. His kids,
again,
my kids. Well, is your boyfriend. Hmm.
yeah, I think that's crazy. This has been an added reason for me. Although I didn't even need a reason again. I don't want nobody with no man with no kid. I don't want a single dad. Like,
And guys who don't have kids scare me. Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Scare you why?
Because I feel as though they wouldn't understand
Well, you see, that's the thing. Like,
my schedule, wouldn't understand the sacrifices, wouldn't understand, just wouldn't understand.
yeah,
No, some guys would, but a lot of them may not.
I get that. But I think like you have a kid.
Yeah.
So what you would be looking for is somebody who understands and willing to suit a schedule and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, which is very, very important. But for me, it's too complicated. No, like I was talking to one of my friends last week and we were discussing it, and she's telling me that the only way she could see herself being with someone who with a guy who has kids is if he is not well with no, he wouldn't be a widow. Was he male version of a widow? Can't remember. Like if he was married and his wife died.
It's not a widower.
I don't know. I don't know. Let's check. Let's check. Male widow.
That's what I'm saying, widower. And yes. But it sounds so strange.
Yeah, it is a widower. It sounds strange.
Yeah.
Yeah, is if he becomes a widower. And I saw where she's coming from. And I think I told her, yeah, I understand.
But then he would have kids.
But for me, no.
Yeah,
It's still a no
no.
for me. It's still a no for me. I think number one, like it had a point in time that I think the door was never wide open, but it had a point in time where the door for understanding was like this.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe I would give you a chance. Maybe. But I just needed to be honest with myself and be like, I that's not for me. For me personally, it's not for me. Especially now I'm in my selfish era and I ain't not willing to share my time. I the schedules like I don't want to work around these schedules. Let me just say that. I don't want to. Not for a man. Sorry. That's just my personal.
But that's fine.
thing.
Everybody have their preference.
Their preference, yeah.
But funny enough, I never even dated somebody who had a kid though.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know.
And it wasn't bad.
Huh?
It wasn't bad.
What? What was
Like,
bad?
Your
Oh
past-
no.
yeah,
It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad, no.
But I would like in this stage, I think I would like appreciate, adding to my family and having little kids because my son dad at a point in time, my son dad at a point in time, he had a stepchild, and oh god, stepchild was by me. That's my baby. That's my baby, Cairo. Oh god. Yeah. So
Yeah. But I understand, I understand from your perspective as well. Because you would want a whole, you know. But yeah, but to say to go and work 2 extra jobs,
yeah, I find that is
that is
how they saying this, go cutting off your nose and spoiling your face.
fierce, yeah.
Like, that's too much on you. I
That
need to
is
know
way too
more
much,
of
like-
why you have to work 2 jobs. What is he doing? Like, he has to be
Like-
putting in something. I don't understand. Like, I can't understand. Is he
For
disabled?
a
Like, he can't
boyfriend?
work? Like,
For
I don't understand.
boyfriend?
People just do some crazy
Wow.
stuff. But like I said, have to have a legitimate reason. It can't just be you just not paying because you don't feel like paying.
Yeah, true.
Even if you think that what she's asking for is unreasonable, it have the courts to carry that too and
Yeah.
work that out.
Yeah.
Come to a reasonable amount. I don't know.
Because do you have a fever? Are you okay? Are you okay? Anyway, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to another fun week with us. Hope y'all had an amazing week and hope y'all enjoyed the episode before. As always, kick back. Get drink. Get a little drinky drink like us. And get ready to listen to listen or watch this week's episode.
And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell so you wouldn't miss a beat.
Also, become a happy hour elite member over on Patreon, where you would receive a bonus episode every Sunday at 6 p.m. Don't worry, you're not gonna miss out. All you're missing out if you're not part of that elite club, because it's fun over there. It's where the juicy really goes down for just a tiny fee. Support all the girls. It's a tiny fee of $1.99. I mean, you can't go wrong. It's just $1.99.
So let's hop right in today's episode. We're going to the Sips and Spills.
Ooh. For all those who don't know, the Sips and Spills group chat is where you all send in your dilemmas to us through our DMs, either Instagram or TikTok, and we share them with you.
And of course, all your dilemmas will remain anonymous. Have no fear.
Yes, our lips and eyes are sealed with regards to the sender.
And this is a gentle reminder that we are not licensed therapists,
nor are we licensed psychiatrists.
We're just two girls enjoying chatting and discussing everything and anything.
Don't take anything we say to heart. We're just sharing our thoughts and our views.
However, if we do see any dilemmas that need professional help,
we would send you all the details to a licensed professional locally, and for our foreign listeners, we would surely send you all a link to an online professional.
I am with this guy 14 years now. We have one child together. I love him so much, but I'm not in love with him. I am certain he never cheated on me, and I never did until recently. I felt guilty about doing it, but whenever we fell out, he will curse me hard enough for people to hear. Say things like my belly big and my breasts drop. Mind you, my belly is not big. I look very well for 42 years. My breasts, my breasts are drop, but still looks good. Okay, I understand, sis. Mm-hmm. He will say I'm a hypocrite and I'm ungrateful. All kind of things to tear me down. And then when we are good again, he'll say he didn't mean anything. He was just trying to hurt my feelings because I do like no one could hurt me. Truth is, he does hurt me, but I don't show it. So fast forward to last month, I met a guy from another country, but he lives in Trinidad now. We just clicked. And now...
International.
Yeah. And not long after, we had sex. A quick thing. Because it was a teeth bull. Then a couple days after, he arranged for us to meet, which I did, and we had the best sex ever. Don't get me wrong, my man is good in bed, but he's more slow and he comes fast. This other man now, he's rough. He stayed long and he knew exactly what to do without me even saying anything. The thing is, he have his girlfriend and I have my man. But we decided to keep it a secret. But I can't stop thinking about him, and so does he. He's always trying for us to link up again. But I put it off because I don't want to fall for him. I love my man. He's a good man. It's just his mindset is really stupid, and I hate that every time we fall out, he has to curse me for people to hear. Am I an asshole for cheating on him? So, I really have a problem with the things he's saying to you.
Yeah.
Real have a problem with that. Because, people will say, like, anytime you get angry and they say things, that's the truth, you really mean it. So, like, I would hate that that's how he really feels about your body, because if you all have a child together.
Disclaimer though, sorry, there's never a good reason to cheat. I find if you're not happy, just leave. No cheating.
True.
No cheating. Right? But yeah, go ahead.
I think I lost my train of thought.
Sorry.
But that's okay.
The things you're saying about
I feel as though like he can't you can't be saying those things to people and then afterwards come back around and be like, well, Oh yeah, I said those things, but I really didn't mean it. Words, this hurts. Words hurt, and you remember those things. They play on your mind. So you're basically trying to tear down her self-esteem, so she think less of herself. And I'm sure she looks good. She admit, okay, my breast's not up there, but it does look good. So like you said, there's never a good reason for cheating. Um, however, I feeling like saying he looking for his shit
I
because
don't
you
agree with.
because you're treating her bad, but she's saying that she love him, eh? But mind you, she said she's not in love anymore.
That's a difference, and that's a huge difference.
And it could be as a result of all the things that how
They
his
tearing
mindset
down.
and how he tearing her down and how he cussing her out in public.
That's the
Why are
thing
you
that
doing
I
that?
have. I find is the worst out of it, because apart from the things he's saying to her, like that is one set of disrespect, plus the embarrassment. Like, who, how could you say you love somebody and feel okay every time you all go out to embarrass them like that? Like, I think, like, it's 14 years you're together now. People who have been in a relationship for less time knows that, okay, we go out, we angry, it shouldn't be every Tom and Dick and Harry should know that you all had an argument. That,
Right.
like, that's absolutely ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. 14 years now, boo boo. I want to ask you, where's your ring? Is this your boyfriend? What's going on?
Well, I personally don't want her to marry this
I
guy
don't.
anyway. So
There's a reason for why. I find is you just
and then
move
on top of
on.
that, you shouldn't be falling for the guy who have a girlfriend. That
Yeah,
don't make
that does not
sense.
make sense either.
I understand that you all click and the sex is great, but that's all it is. Don't fall for that situation.
Yeah,
That don't make sense.
don't do it. I really don't like what he
And I
telling you
know you
though.
ask if he's the asshole, but I'm not going to say he's the asshole because I feel as though you're going through too much. Even though you shouldn't be cheating, you need to tell him, here's what I don't like this communication. We keep talking about
Communication, yeah.
Like, tell him the things that you're having an issue with, and I have a feeling that you have said these things, and he probably
Just don't care. Because it had to be that you just don't care. If
it's
you
going on
continue
just
doing, yeah.
so. There are more fishes in the sea. There's somebody, especially, you're going to find somebody who treating you better than this.
Even better than the next man.
Who sex better?
Do you have kids?
She said one. They
One,
have one
one.
child together.
One child together, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So have a conversation with him. If you had the conversation with him already, God, I hate saying I think he needs to get an ultimatum.
Yeah, he definitely does.
Get like a little wake up.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he cussing you out.
Yeah.
Excuse?
But we don't condone
That's
cheating.
verbal
But
abuse.
I'm not gonna say he's an asshole.
I don't want to. Like, I think, like, like, you give us a little build up as to, you give us a reason. You give us your reason for why you step outside. Which your
Her
reason?
reason is because she don't like how she's being treated.
Right. And what I'm saying is your reason is fair. But if you don't like how you are being treated, stepping outside is a temporary fix. It's either he fixes act and back up and decides that this, because regardless of that, that's verbal abuse. It is a type of abuse.
Girl, and when we
Right?
find out you cheating,
What is going to happen? Verbal abuse is just the beginning. Who knows? So if you know you're not happy and you're not, because you just love him, and we can understand the love you have for him, because at the end of the day, You all have been together for 14 years. That's a lot of time, a lot of emotions, a lot of doing things with each other, a lot of everything that you all have shared. So yes, you would definitely have love for this person, but however, you have admitted that you have now fallen out of love, because there's a big difference between being in love with someone and having love for someone. What I want to ask you is, how much do you love yourself? That's where you have to really ask yourself how much you love yourself to put up with this, and even how much you love yourself to come out of a relationship to be an outside woman. No, that's not cute. It's not cute at all either. So, not condoning the cheating, but maybe it was your clarity, and yeah, you probably should
Maybe it
have a
was
conversation. Maybe it was
a sign so she can realize that
there's more
there's more out
outside.
there.
Yeah. Don't feel because you are 42 that you can't find love or can't start over or anything like that. Don't make a decision based on, I don't know, probably there's some people who out there and don't agree with what I'm gonna say here. Just because you're 42 does not mean that you can't walk away from something that is not beneficial or something that is hurting you, because it's just not making sense.
Yeah.
It's not making sense if you are emotionally in pain. I have no bandage for that. Just time. Just time. Yeah. That's it. We wrap up the sips and spills for this week. Don't forget, keep sending in your dilemmas, y'all. We love it. We love them. We love that y'all send them in. Dilemmas, confessions, questions. If y'all have any videos
Oh
that
my
you
God, I
want
would
us
like
to
to hear some confessions. I was
Oh,
thinking about that today.
yeah.
I want to hear some confessions.
some confessions. Yeah. Moving on to some Reddit dilemmas, though. So, first up on the docket for today, my husband's open marriage suggestion backfired on him. Trigger warning. My husband, Leo, 34 male, and I, 30 female, have been together for 7 years, married for 4 of them. We don't have any kids and we don't intend to. 2 years ago, Leo asked me for an open marriage. I was devastated at the time. I couldn't understand why he didn't just want me. I couldn't even comprehend the idea of sharing him either. He gave me the same song and dance a lot of men give their spouses, swore up and down that he loved me. I just wasn't fulfilling his needs. He needed more than what I could give. It was just a spice up our life. It was just sex, etc., etc. I did ask if there was someone else. He said no. To this day, I still don't even know if I believe him. But at the time, I was angry and hurt. I said no. He pestered me to change my mind for a week before giving me an ultimatum: open marriage or divorce. Pardon me? Excuse me? What? Is he basis of divorce now?
Apparently.
Oh, okay. I chose the open marriage. I couldn't bear the thought of him leaving me at the time. We have rules. We can't bring any partners home. We have to get tested for STD every 3 months. 1 weekend out of the month, it must be left free for us. Any money we spend on or with our partners must come out from our personal accounts. I didn't partake in the open marriage myself for the first 3 months. Leo obviously did, right away. He seemed to be gone or out late almost all the time. But he always acted so happy and loving towards me, while I felt like I was dying inside. It killed me to think he was sleeping with other women, and I felt so lonely and unattractive and not good enough. I told my sister Cathy, 26 female, and a few close friends everything. Cathy told me to just play his game and be part of the open marriage too. If he can sleep around, so could I. I honestly didn't have much confidence in myself at the time. I'm a bit overweight and I've never considered myself conventionally pretty. I was afraid this would just be humiliating for me. Katia and my best friend Jessie, 30 female, set up an online dating profile for me. I got so many matches and it was overwhelming. But I told Leo he was surprised, but what he was surprised for? Well, so that's what he thought. He thought that he would enter this open marriage and he alone
Get into
would have played the field. Leo feel he's smart. When I told Leo, he was surprised, but told me to do whatever I thought was best. Jesse helped me choose my first date. I actually had a great time. He didn't pressure me for sex and took me out for drinks and dinner. We did have sex eventually, but it was all just casual, and we didn't see each other after a couple months of casual dating. That first guy really made me feel more confident in myself, so I kept going on dates with men. A lot of them wanted to treat me, so I didn't have to spend money of my own.
That should get true.
Not, not only that, but some of the men have given me the best sex I've ever had in my life. Almost like the kind of sex you read in romance novels.
Poor Leo.
It's been amazing, and I'm gonna tell you something. You ever read a romance novel?
No.
Oh my god. What these writers are saying. Anyway, I understand, girl. I am currently seeing two different I'm currently seeing two different men alongside Leo. One Mark 38 is more of a steady boyfriend. What
She like an open relationship now.
I've been with for about 6 months, and the other Stephen, 25 male. Stephen.
Yeah, the age group 28 and 25.
Yeah. It's very casual. Or Stephen is casual. Papa. Most just hanging out and sex. They know about my open marriage / other relationships and are fine with it. My husband has not been so lucky. In the beginning, he definitely was. He was always out and about and didn't seem to care even when I started dating too. But now, he just complains a lot and hasn't been going out much. he He whines about how he's usually the one spending money. A lot of the women he tries to be with want an emotional connection before sex. He often wants to be with younger women, but they want younger men. He's also been upset that I can't help but laugh at Leo.
He had to spend his money.
He's also been upset that I go out with random guys so often while he's at home all the time. So Leo,
Is only on his side?
Leo, you wasn't going out with random chicks.
Do so, don't like so.
So Leo wanted this open marriage to just be him open. Well, yes. Hold on, where reach? Right. He hasn't asked to close the marriage yet, but I feel like he will soon. He keeps saying he misses me, us, and wants to spend more time together. He tried to initiate sex a lot more too. He wants to go on dates and go on vacations.
But she busy.
She's scheduled book. And all that stuff, more and more. He gets upset when I tell him I can't because I've already scheduled to do stuff with my partners, mostly Mark. Honestly, I don't think I love Leo anymore. I care about him, but I just don't love him. I'm not saying I love Mark or Steven, but honestly, I feel closer to Mark nowadays than I do to Leo. Mark makes me feel comfortable and safe, and I love spending time with him more than my own husband. Steven is funny and sweet and really good at sex. Katie and Jesse have been wanting me to divorce for a year now, but I was afraid of hurting him and thought I still loved him, but I think my love for him died when he asked for this open marriage in the first place. Seeing him get all pissy about it now just because he's not benefiting from it is also a turn off for me too. Wah, wah, wah. But I don't know if divorce is the best option. I still care about him. I still don't want to hurt him. Maybe if he finally asks to close the marriage, we can talk about it then.
Yeah, divorce him.
Wow.
It was he gave a ultimatum,
Ultimatum.
so it was open marriage or divorce, and now I think that you'll experience the open marriage, and now y'all could divorce. Cause what you going back to?
Well, yes.
What is she going back to?
Be careful with me.
What is she going back to? Like, no,
Don't know
really,
what you're doing. Those
you have
feelings
nothing
that
to
you
go back
hurting
to.
and screwing.
See, yeah, ask for something, and now that you got it,
Her heart is like a
yeah.
fragile label on it. Be careful with her. Cardi B said it. She said it. What is?
It's too
Her
late.
heart is like
It's too late. It's too late.
yes, her heart is like a package with a fragile label
You
on
know, people would
it.
say go to marriage counseling, yada yada
That is what he should have done in
yada,
the first place. But
yada yada
no, he wanted
yada.
to give ultimatum
I
to open
feel,
marriage or
I feel
divorce.
lately, like I keep hearing a lot of people saying, okay, yeah, we're going into open marriage, we're going into open marriage, because they don't know how to like I guess, get their points across or communicate properly. So they just think, okay, you know what? Let's bring in somebody into the relationship and maybe things will be better. But no, you're just
I think that this is just a cop out now.
opening it for a can of worms.
Yeah, I find it's just a cop out to cheat openly.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
wh-
You're like your little free pass now.
yeah, like, and I feel just as she said, I feel like a lot of women. Maybe there are some who are really actually okay with it, but there's a lot of women who hold on to the marriage because in the back of their mind, they know they love this person. They got married. They reached the point in their life that they always wanted, which was marriage. And number one is studying the embarrassment. Number two, you're feeling as though you feel if you just walk away because in the back of your head, a marriage is something that is a sanctimonious thing that you just don't want to just move on from. But I feel as though when you're getting into a marriage, there are a lot. They're supposed to have marriage counselors now, right? And you're supposed to at least see what your boundaries are. And honestly, if you stick to your boundaries, nobody's supposed to be coming to ask you that shit. And if you find out, that's part of your boundaries. Yeah.
Agreed. Because part of me is like, I wish she didn't give in and say, okay, yeah,
But she
she's
felt
willing.
pressured.
Yeah. I just wish she had said, okay, well, you want this? Let's just go through the divorce. Like, this is not what I signed up for, and she's out of there. But at the same time, going through with the open marriage, I feel as though she got the confidence that she needed, and I feel as though she'll be able to
Because
go
you're
through
young.
she'll be able to go through this divorce easily.
Easily.
Like,
With Mark by your side.
yeah, well, Mark and
And
what?
Steven.
Steve. So do it.
Ah, boy.
Evil person on the next. No, I'm the angel.
And you don't have and you don't have no kids to like worry about. Like,
Yeah.
and I find like yeah, what do you mean? Like, y'all are 30. She's 30 and he's what, 30, what, 4, 36, what he said? Why is it so quick? 34. Why is it so quick that after 7 years of being together, after being married for 4 years, you, what? So, I don't know. I don't know. I feel as though you have a lot of guys who trying to convince women now that, this is men, this is how
Yeah.
they supposed
Built
to
and
be, this is
supposed to
how
be.
they built and whatever. Um, I just want y'all to know that all I can speak for the men that are okay with their wives and their wives only. And when you tell them that, it's be like, how you so sure? Don't speak for them. Speak for yourself. If you're weak to the flesh, just say you're weak. Just say you're weak. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Don't blame it on. Don't try and bring down other people with you. You're weak to the flesh. That is all. We can live with that. Just be honest with yourself. Don't come and give me no stupid story about how this old man is and all kind of shit. No, that's bullshit. It's bullshit. Because if it was okay, if when a woman do that to you, you wouldn't feel so hurt, and when it's done to a woman, they wouldn't feel so hurt. If it was just human nature, everybody would have been living like monkeys and snakes
Not
and goats
monkeys.
and everybody while saying animals, everybody would be living like animals.
Not the animals.
So therefore, it's not right. Let me just be for real. Everybody not living like animals here. But anyway, I digress.
But yeah, like I say that's the end of that chapter. I don't see any coming
I don't
back
see
from
any
it.
coming back from that. I mean,
Good
Leo
riddance.
asked
I
for what he
don't
gets.
feel sorry for Leo at all.
Leo thought this was just going to be his playground. Leo thought that.
That's what it is, self.
Yep.
All right, moving on to another Reddit story. Am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for leaving my fiance like I said I would? I, 29 female, was engaged to Tom, 31 male. We had dated for 3 years before he asked me to marry him. I was so in love with him. Our relationship was great until he became so insistent that we try anal sex. The thing is, from the age of 10 till 13, I was abused that way by my stepbrother.
Right.
He would tell me that it didn't count because it wasn't real sex. No one believed me. It messed me up for a long time, and I have been in therapy since I was 19. I had previous boyfriends pressure me to have anal sex, and I would cave because I thought it would be different this time. But afterward, it was like all the feelings for them would disappear. I wouldn't hate them or think they abused me or anything, but any love or affection I would feel would be completely gone. I told my ex-fiance all of this, but he kept saying that it isn't fair that other guys got to do that with me, and he never got to. I told him that it was very possible that I would stop loving him after we are done, and he just blew me off. After 3 months of him badgering me, I just gave in. He got so excited and he planned it all out like an event. I cried every day leading up to it because I was sure all my feelings would just stop. He tried to comfort me and tell me it would be all right, but he got kind of sick of it after the second day, and honestly, I don't blame him for that. I can see how it would look crazy to him. Well, after it was all done, he was so happy, but it was like a switch flipped. I just didn't love him anymore. I talked to him the next day and he got furious, saying I was trying to punish him, but I didn't care. Over the next week, I gave him back his ring and started calling around to cancel the stuff for the wedding. I found a new apartment. It sucks. I couldn't get all our deposits back, but once I gave him his half of the catering, he got so upset, crying and begging me to reconsider, but I don't love him anymore. He told all his friends that I was leaving him for no reason. And some of them had reached out to me to ask what was going on, and I just told them what happened. One of his friends got mad and said I stopped loving him on purpose and I should just marry him and my feelings would come back. I do feel bad that he's hurting, but I just don't have any love for him anymore. I don't know what to do. So I definitely do not think you're an asshole.
I don't think she's an asshole.
I think he is an asshole.
I think she needs to go and deal with her traumas though. Other than that, I
Well,
think she
she said she's been in therapy since she was 19, but that's something that you just don't get
get
over.
over.
And I feel as though reliving the experience over and over through that type of sex, I think is not healthy for her. And knowing that, why put her through
True that,
something
yeah.
that
Yeah, he definitely is the asshole though.
like I don't understand. I don't know why people you tell people, okay, this is the outcome of what could happen. Like she said, I possibly would stop loving you. And he's like, oh yeah, no, no. He probably thinking, no, 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 our relationship is stronger than that.
No, because
She was SA.
yeah,
This is not like she had a bad previous relationship. She was
I see
SA.
it.
So like, why are you crying now that she gave back your ring? What did you expect? You get your
And then
anal sex now.
on top of it, it was like you pressure her as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that and all, like I think that would have been definitely off the table. Like you weren't ready. Like it takes a different human being to be with someone. At least I think so. To be with someone who has been essayed. It takes a level of understanding. It takes a level of patience. Because at the end of the day, that is a level of trauma that it would replay on a person's mind, right? It's not like if they're going to go to shock therapy and they all of a sudden forget everything, right? But it would definitely take a different type of human to be with her and to love her through it all, be patient with her, and understand that there are certain things that you shouldn't even want
That is just simply off
off
the table.
the
Like
table. Like, and you shouldn't even have to tell the person. The person should just know.
I feel like
It's like she have to relive. You beg her down to basically relive
the trauma,
the trauma
all
over again. And then your friends are assholes too. To be coming up to her and telling her that, go ahead with it because it's her fault.
There's no way she could start
Are you
back loving
okay?
him. Like I can't see that happening. Like her the love coming back. You forced her. You forced
Yeah.
her. So it's like abuse all over again.
No, I'm sorry that happened to you. I'm really, really sorry that happened to you.
For him to do that, he's clearly not the guy for you because that shows that he has no consideration for
None
your feelings.
whatsoever. None whatsoever.
His needs was first priority.
Yeah. Absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
The anal sex was not necessary.
It wasn't necessary. Like, are you dumb?
I know you probably lost a good thing, so
Yeah.
gotta live with that.
Yep. Like, we have a lot of trigger warnings today. Yeah, because this one is I was almost a schmurder victim. 27 female, had a one night stand with a 34 male. He had said he just broke up with his girlfriend due to fertility issues, and he wanted to be a dad 5 days prior. This should have been my red flag not to even sleep with him. Fast forward 10 weeks, I found out I was pregnant. I was a little under 7 weeks. He ended up going back to his ex. I reached out to him and informed him of the fact I was pregnant with his kid. Come to find out, he was married to the girl and had lied about dating. We met up for coffee to talk about and he brought his wife along. He had told her he wanted a divorce to go be with me and his child since she couldn't provide him with one. She told him, "Okay, but I'm taking you for all you're worth." in spousal support. I just got and left. I feel she means she got up and left because their marriage argument was none of her business. Right?
Fair.
He decided to stay with her and wanted to co-parent with me. I told him I'll be okay with co-parenting if we had a lawyer go ahead and write up a custody plan and we sign it at the birth. And he signed a contract stating he'll sign the custody plan at birth. It included his wife will not be around my child and he'll come to my house to see the baby. She found out about this and went insane. She kept calling and texting me saying she has to go to the appointment because she is their stepmother and it's her right. What? Okay. I told her she's nothing to my kids. Hint, the custody plan. She would send me charts of what I can and can't eat. I ignored everything. She would text me. When I started ignoring her calls and texts, she started showing up outside of my doctor's office waiting for me. She got appointment times and aware of his phone, and I texted him. I feel she mean whereabouts, not where of, off. She was denied access to go back, and then I came out with ultrasound and she demanded to see them. At this point, I had enough.
Oh.
I yelled back at her and said, no, I am not your surrogate. It's not my fault. You can't carry child. Wow. And your husband lied about being single. You'll never be around my kid. Come near me again and I'll have you arrested and put in the crazy house. I thought after that she'll leave me alone. Not through a what she do? I thought after that she'll leave me alone. Not she threw me a gender reveal for her baby she's having by surrogacy.
Wow.
After I had mine 2 days prior and had a baby shower a week after I had mine, I had found out she was posting my ultrasounds, claiming my baby as hers, going as far as removing my name off of it. She had shown up to my work trying to get me to go with her. There was a rumor she was going to try to harm me to take my baby. At this point, she had decided she had enough as well and served her divorce papers and asked her to go get some, and he asked her to go to get some mental help. She had been pulled over and a gun and knives were found in her car near my house.
Huh.
I went and got restraining orders, but she still tries to get in contact. Learn from me and don't sleep with men unless you know they are single. I don't know. Do you know that show, the Carolina White story on Element? Kiki Palmer starred in that, and that's actually a true story. And it's not the same thing, but it's stolen baby kind of thing. So Carolina White is a true story in the States. This lady, she can make children, and her boyfriend basically was same thing, kind of like giving her help. He eventually left her though. But what she did was pretended to be pregnant and then went and stole a baby from the hospital. And they couldn't find this baby at all. And then I think Kiki Palmer acted as Carolina White. I think when she was about 16 or something, because she got pregnant early. Yeah, she got pregnant and she needed to find her birth paper and the mother couldn't give her the birth paper. So she started like researching herself and she found out that she was actually a missing child. And that's how they found out. And then the transition for that it was so hard. Like you wreak so much havoc onto this these parents' lives and stuff, and the child too, because it was a hard transition to accept that this is her mother, because that's a lot of years to grow up knowing somebody else and then have to accept that this person kidnapped you and she ended up getting, she was arrested and, well, convicted, and her real mother found it hard that, she was still going to visit the fake mother and stuff, but you still have to understand that
They have a relationship.
they have a relationship and it wasn't her fault. That's who she know from birth, basically.
And she probably loved and treated her
Yeah, she had
like
a little,
her daughter. So.
yeah, she did. She was a little cuckoo for cook puffs, but yeah, she had anger issues. But yeah, she did love her mother. Well, who pretended to be her mother for so long. But yeah, the thing, you saw the signs and got out quickly because Gilly would have been a statistic.
I blame the guy in this situation.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Because your wife obviously can't make kids. And how much people going through this situation, they don't just go out and say, okay, well, you can't make kids, let me go and find somebody. If that's the case and you want to separate, like leave, divorce. If that's what you want to do, divorce, and then find somebody who you can procreate with. But don't do that. Get somebody pregnant, bring this person into her life, and now she's tripping off because this is what she probably always wanted. Of course she's going to have mental issues. Of course. That's madness.
He is the main person to blame. He definitely
Now,
is.
they could have had a wonderful relationship. I've seen situations where men go out and they have kids with their outside women and their wives, accept it. They accept it.
Yeah, until they actually trip off and then one day run up to the house and then everything is a massacre.
What?
Everything is a massacre.
Not all of them do that, but
not all of them. Not all of them, but you never know. You never know. Like somebody just saying, okay, but you never know until somebody really trip off. Like, that's not easy thing to deal with, and you can't blame the woman. You can't blame the woman. You had to blame the man.
Oh my God, online I saw this guy. He had a child with somebody, outside person, and it was a newborn, and he decided, well, he told his wife about the child, of course, but he thought it was a great idea to bring the child home for the wife to see. Oh my God, she videotaped it and she's like, get that out. Like, she couldn't even say the baby. Like, she said, get that out of here, because it's a constant reminder of your infidelity.
Exactly.
So it is be hard.
Exactly.
It's not easy.
And then some people, it's not like they have a child outside, they continue the relationship. So who that is that person whose home is sometimes a sitting duck. If they're not doing their own thing, they are a sitting duck sometimes. And it's like a missile just waiting to go off. You never know somebody's mental health. Like, that is a risk.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that she's safe-ish. Because safe-ish for now.
For now, yeah. Because
I really hope the wife gets the treatment that
she needs.
It's a sad situation.
It really is. Really, really is. Really, really is. That brings us to the end of our dilemmas.
Oh, yeah.
It does. It does. So, the end of the episode, I found a X/Twitter thread. This was an old thread. It is from since 2023. From Uluwatsi or Watis. I don't know if I pronounced your name correctly. If I didn't, I am really, really sorry. When did you realize your friend secretly hated you? Because we've been seeing some stories here with friends being with their girlfriends, husbands, and stuff, and you had to hate your friend to do that. So I was like, whew, need to bring this to y'all. She actually responded on her own post and said, I've had a friend tell people my financial problems. I've had another friend constantly make everything about herself whenever I would tell her some heavy shit. I've had another one tell my evil family member my very personal business 24 hours after I told them.
So she just have all the bad friends? Like, because that's three friends there. Go ahead.
Next up, when I opened up about the abuse I was subjected to for them to just shut me down like I didn't matter, I realized another friend secretly hated me when I called them asking for advice, and they responded with frustration about my situation like they were annoyed I called.
Yikes.
Yeah. When she went behind my back to get private info to use against me, excuse me? That you're up. That was not me, a friend. That is your up.
You'll be going through the most.
She would exclude me from group hangouts to get closer to my boyfriend. See what I was
How does that
saying?
work?
Like what?
How does that work?
Excuse? Same person. She tried to get my boyfriend to cheat on me with her. She would use racial slurs when referring to my stepbrother. Never did anything to her except exist.
Yeah.
When she became friends with my abuser after I told her he abused me. We're gonna with all the woman.
Something not right.
We're gonna with all the woman because
Something not right.
this just not making sense. It not making sense. It
A
nothing
lot
makes
of
sense.
frenemies out there.
Like this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. They left me at Groove, I guess in like a party,
Right.
while I was heavily drunk. Announced to my family that I was lost without attempting to look for me. Now this is not your friend. Because I cannot see us going to a fete. That's like going to a fete
Leaving.
and knowing you come with a group of friends and one friend missing and all they just up and leave without looking.
Madness.
We wasn't leaving.
Yeah. That's madness.
We wasn't leaving. What do you mean?
Like, and then, like, how you supposed to go home and tell the parents, like, well, we left them because we couldn't find them.
Yeah. What do you mean? It's not like one person in the group come and tell the group, hey, I had to leave. And you tell the group how you're leaving. Because that happened to me in fact. I had a wardrobe malfunction. Yeah, and my boyfriend at the time had to come for me. And yeah, I left early. But at least everybody knew who I went with and that I was leaving.
Yeah.
And I let them know when I got home. But I just thought that was normal etiquette. But clearly, people have a different
It's scary out there, no?
etiquette for
It is very scary out there. People pretensive.
Yep. When she casually said, the profession I'm getting my degree in, family therapy, is useless, and separately casually brought up my
Whatever.
SA in a car full of people I don't know, like that. And she did those things while living in my house for free. What do you mean? What do
I
you mean
realize a lot of people just be jealous of people, and this is what has happened. She's jealous of her and she's trying to tear her down.
Yeah, but to bring up the persons.
Yep. Tear her down at all cost.
When she took it up, and it's mostly she's.
Yeah, guys would say they don't do these things. But then again, might have some guys who trifling as well. But like it's very disturbing that we as women not sticking with each other. Or sticking up for each
For
other.
each other.
Hmm.
When she took it upon herself to follow and DM my crush regularly to prove to me that he wasn't that difficult to talk to and he's friendly.
Oh, so
Just
you
because I
prove it
told
now.
her I was too shy to talk to him, yet while I was gathering courage. Weirdest thing is that she has a boyfriend of 2 years. This one sounds similar to the one that somebody sent into us in a group chat some weeks ago.
And very similar.
After I got into a serious relationship, they stopped inviting me out. Would see everybody hanging out when I check on Facebook, and then they talk about how much fun they had at work on Monday.
Like I said, jealousy.
That is jealousy. That is jealousy. When she let me walk around with my wig lifting on my birthday and asked her to take my birthday pics and she put no effort in it. Red flag.
Her wig was lifted. I'm sorry. She wicked. Why is she doing that? That's wickedness. Oh God.
I thought it had a code. I thought it had a code. Did you think we had like it's an unsaid
Yeah.
code like we live by? And like some people don't have the code. They don't have the code.
Apparently not.
Access denied or something. Last one that I decided to tell y'all about made fun of me, including my insecurities, in front of men. We were hanging out. Just why would you do?
Again, jealousy.
Made fun of me, including my insecurities, in front of men we were hanging out with. And then when I confronted her about it, she said, "You mean to tell me you don't show out for niggas?" Like, no, babe, I haven't.
Okay, so at least you're able to identify, all of them are able to identify that they're not their friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep it moving. Keep it moving because you don't need those kind of people in your circles. Like, just, that's it. That's it. Cut and move on. Because sometimes people out here jealous of you for no reason, you know.
There's been no
just
reason
be
they envy
like-
us about.
Just be like, what's going on in my life that you jealous? Like, it don't make sense.
Sometimes it's just a smile you're having.
It don't make sense.
You could be going through shit.
And they want to
And
know
you
why you
choose
still
to
happy.
smile through it without disclosure, and they envy you for that, Anna. Sick people.
Actually, some people might know that you're struggling and seeing that you're not letting it bother
But they
you.
and they have a problem with that too. They have a problem with that too.
It have people who sometimes only like to see you suffering.
Yeah.
They just want to make sure that, you know, they have company.
Misery likes.
Or they don't want you to be doing better than them.
And I find that's real shit.
Why we all can't win? I don't understand.
Exactly. What? Anyway, guys, hopefully you all don't have any friends like these.
Yeah. Or maybe you could know what to look out for.
For now, yeah. So, this is the end of the episode. Catch y'all next week. And for our happy hour elites, catch y'all on Sunday at 6 p.m. sharp.
Okay, bye.
Bye, y'all.